So what if gravity is simpler than we think, and that all the complex theories and basis to theory of relativity could actually be wrong, which is something I've been hinting at on my channel for a while, and that I can literally sum it up in 5 seconds in that it's a result of everything expanding and thus a byproduct of inertia. In that if everything in our reality is expanding, including space itself, deep space, that if the planet is expanding, I mean, and you and every atom is expanding, and one of the theories out there is that that an atom grows about 1/1000th of its size a second. That when that happens, that the expansion of the Earth is the gravity is the result of the inertia getting pulled back down onto the surface. We're all being held against the surface as it pushes outwards. This explains, for example, the strong force with atoms and how they're held together. Hey, kitty. In that they, as they expand, the atoms are all held together themselves by the simple notion of is it centripetal force or centrifugal force? I always say gravity was centripetal force, but here's the interesting thing, because this relates back to my theory about the Big Bang with equal and opposite exchanges of the of expansive and compressive forces of the universe, of the ether, as you see with the vacuum of space and with particles. And the thing I was always making the notion that their creation or their process of self-organization is in turn fixed, and those exchange forces are done. But as we also know, everything in the universe is always in motion, everything is always in process, i.e. that process is always underway. You always have an exchange of equal and opposite forces, thus expansive and compressive forces. And so the reason the expansive dominates, or at least the illusion of its domination, as it is an equal and opposite reaction, is that the differential is necessary for the universe to exist itself. Because the one thing is, the balance is off in terms of, well, one's really large and one's really small. It's not like you can put them both on a balance scale and measure them in that regards, in that you have a balance in terms of their differential. And so what that comes out to is the observation or the perception of that phenomena is the domination of the expansive force. And so, as with the Sri Yantra, it's a famous symbol that involves 9 triangles. It appeared in the deserts of Utah as a crop circle, a desert circle, extremely large one. Famous symbol though out of Tibetan Buddhism, in that when you have 9 circles, 5 pointing up, 4 pointing down, 5 masculine, 4 feminine, and that you need a differential of masculine to feminine energy for the universe to exist, which in other forms of studies it's usually assumed or understood that masculine forces are expansive and feminine are contractive. And so metaphorically this lines up too. Metaphysically, however you want to label this perception of information. And so the thing to think about here is this an equal and opposite exchange of forces consistently that result in a inertial force that binds everything together. It makes things a little simpler. I hope my idea got across to you. Enjoy. Ciao.